I want to use the next few minutes to talk about where Polkadot is going. So the big picture, and this is more a sorting out. So if you've been confused about different words and ideas being thrown around, this part is for you because we're going to sort of give everything a little bit of a placement, right? So Polkadot 1.0 is delivered, and I think about 1 year ago we declared that Polkadot 1.0 is complete. Right now, there is a phase of leveraging everything that is being provided by Polkadot right now. So we call this phase Polkadot 2.0, and it is very much driven by this drive for core time and making core time in Polkadot available. And then currently in research and development, we have Polkadot Jam, which will focus much more on multi-chain composability and a range of other things that make Polkadot much more powerful, but are also yet hard for us to explain in simple words, because it usually takes time until we find a simple language for things. So as a little bit of a recap, Polkadot 1.0, the idea was to create interoperability in a multi-chain world. So we have the idea of parachains. We have the Polkadot SDK substrate as a tool to build blockchains. And I think most notably, we have OpenGov. So OpenGov right now is one of the most popular applications in Polkadot. A lot of people are engaged. A lot of people get emotional. So it sounds a little bit silly to say it's a popular application, but you cannot deny it. If you look at it, a lot of people get engaged, and a lot of money is involved in directing the future of the network. OK, now Polkadot 2.0. I tried to provide translations here to these technical terms, because you get tangled up in the conversations. But Polkadot 2.0 is three things. And the idea is, let chains scale with the demand. Pay exactly as much as you need. So we have three things. Agile core time, which allows you to rent a core, either on a monthly basis or on demand. We have async backing, which allows you to make more blocks, make them a little bit bigger, make them a little bit faster. And we have elastic scaling, which allows you to rent more than one core, so multiple cores. So similar to how you have CPU cores, Polkadot 2.0 is basically about getting exactly the right amount of compute that you need so that you don't overpay or underpay. And then we have Jam. And hard to put Jam into words. I would say it's working to be the most performant, most flexible, and most composable superchain-y thing. So we have quite a few interesting things. PolkaVM is a thing that gives us excellent performance. It's faster than EVM and WASM. We have CorePlay, which is essentially smart contracts on cores. Accords, which is immutable contracts. Right now we don't have this because chains are mutable. Allows native support for CK rollups, so for privacy chains and data compression. And something that is only developers can grasp, but transactionless steps, which essentially means your application doesn't have to conform to a single block or execute with a certain amount of time, but in theory, it can run as long as it needs to, as long as it does have enough gas. So you free developers of a lot of effort about thinking inside the box, thinking inside the block. You free them of this constraint, and so this will allow us to onboard a lot more developers because we're making it their life easier. So we're looking for happy devs.